Hey there, welcome back to Midwest Cloth Mama. I'm Renata and I'm joined today by my little Bill. She's going to be joining us, and it's going to make this video a little more complicated because I'm going to be trying to fold laundry while holding a baby. Something I've done many times, just not on camera before. So you may or may not have heard of the latest craze going around, tidying up with Marie Kondo on Netflix. Now, I don't personally have Netflix. Like I said, we tend to not spend excess money. We do have Amazon Prime. That's where I get a lot of my TV, that network TV, or hey, even YouTube. But you pretty much have to be hiding under a rock to not know who Marie Kondo is these days. So I had actually heard of her a while back, probably a couple years ago. So my husband, he listened to the life-changing magic of tidying up with Marie Kondo, and he decided, hey, I'm going to refold a bunch of my clothes. He actually did it while I was out of town. I come home, open his drawers to put laundry away one day, and I'm like, what is this? So I asked him, I'm like, what's this all about? And he said, hey, there's this new way to fold clothes. It's really great. It's all about getting your life tidy. I think you should listen to this audiobook or read this book. And between the two of us, he tends to be all about getting rid of stuff, all about minimalism, and he would be a minimalist probably if he didn't have a family or me. I tend to not be. I tend to be sentimental, hold on to stuff, and just that mindset of, oh, it might be useful someday. Now, the two of us have turned into a pretty good team over the years, balancing between keeping everything and getting rid of everything. And I'm not so much in the what sparks joy mindset. I'm still trying to understand that philosophy. I'm more in the mindset of William Morris and his philosophy of have nothing in your homes that you don't know to be useful or believe to be beautiful. And that's really helped me over the years, learning how to tidy up. So I recommend, regardless of where you're at least trying some kind of tidying up, some kind of reducing the clutter. Because as much as I'm sentimental and as much as I love my gifts from people and I love my stuff from high school and elementary, it's been very, very freeing being able to go through and get rid of a lot of stuff. Because honestly, how often are you going to look at your old homework from college? Never with me. But I carried it with me and I moved it from apartment to apartment to apartment. And I finally, when my husband and I got married and we started trying to fit our stuff into one life, went through some of that stuff and realized I will never need it, I will never want it. And even if someday I wanted to look through some of the stuff, it's not worth the stress and the burden of continuing to bring it with me over and over and over, and just having it sit in boxes and feeling guilty about not opening it and looking at it. So we're going to fold some of my son's clothes, at least close to the way that Marie Kondo does. The way that I found works best for me, and when I was doing my middle son's dressers, I believe she has you fold face up so that it is very uniform and there's no designs poking out and you just have colors on your shirts and whatnot. But then I have no idea how I would tell between the shirts or how they would, because they usually get themselves dressed in the mornings. So I imagine they would want to know what each shirt is without having to tear them all out of the dresser, which I could see easily happening if I fold them with the design on the inside. So you want to fold them into thirds, essentially, for a little t-shirt. And then you're going to fold the top almost to the bottom, not quite, and then fold again. And then you got a little package that stands up on its own, and you put them in the drawers standing up like this. So we would have another t-shirt here that we would fold into thirds. And this is probably how I would actually end up doing it, is while holding a baby one-handed. Because that's kind of the stage in life I'm at right now. So they probably won't be perfect like her little packages are, but it seems to be a very effective way. My 2-year-old was actually able to go into his drawer, see all of his shirts without ripping them all out, and choose what shirt he wanted to wear without making a huge mess, which is probably the first time that he hasn't dug through a pile of shirts trying to find that one special shirt that he wants to wear, which today was a Christmas dinosaur shirt with a T-Rex and a Christmas tree on it, and it is about a month after Christmas now, so I'm debating whether to pull that one out of the drawer and save it for a little sister who happens to be sleeping for next year, or just let him keep wearing his Christmas T-Rex shirt that he loves so much. I'll probably go with that one. So they may not stand quite perfect because I'm not as good of a folder as Marie Kondo is, but this seems to be a much more effective way of folding than what I had been doing for essentially my entire life. I started doing laundry when I was 11 years old. It was a punishment from my mother because I was giving her too much attitude about getting my clothes in the laundry chute in time. So her punishment was, well, now you get to do your own laundry because I'm done. And so I've been doing laundry since I was 11 years old, and as a mother now, I can appreciate my mother's methods then. So folding shorts is pretty easy. Just fold them into thirds, stand them up. I don't have pants, I didn't grab any pants here, but essentially the whole method behind it is folding it into you okay? Folding it into these little packages that can stand up into a drawer, and then you can easily just choose out what you want. And I'll insert a picture of what my middle son's drawers look like, and possibly what these look like when I'm all done. There we go. So something happened to the end of my last video where all the sound and all the video kind of disconnected, and I was talking like a really bad dubbed over movie. So I had to re-record some of the end of the video, and thankfully my little girl is sleeping now, so I'm not trying to hold her while I'm trying to do this. But anyway, let me encourage you to do some kind of decluttering in your life, whether it be going object by object, starting with clothing, kind of like the Marie Kondo way, whether it be holding up things to see if they instill joy in you, or whether it be going room by room and just trying to clear one space at a time. Whatever method that you find works for you, let me encourage you to do it. And her methods are great. My husband tends to really like them. We went through our books probably 6 months ago or so, that we went through our books, and we took all of our books and piled them up, and they covered our entire kitchen table and our entire kitchen island. And then we had stacks of books elsewhere, and we just had tons of books that we never read, that our kids never read. And as much as I love books, we also utilize the library a lot, so it was just too much to be carrying around all these books. So he really likes those methods where you pile up everything and you see everything that you own and you go through it like that. I tend to like to go room by room, but however you want to do it, let me encourage you to declutter something in your life, whether it be your clothing, whether it be your bathroom, whether it be emotional baggage even. Do some kind of decluttering in your life. And I hope that this encouraged you to get started and do some of that. And comment, let me know what you're in the process of decluttering, what you recently decluttered. I know that it is such a freeing feeling to get rid of some of that clutter. And this is coming from a person that likes to hang on to everything. I love all the sentimental stuff and whatnot. And I do still have a lot of those sentimental things, and I do still have the things that are the most important, the things that bring me the most joy. But my husband has encouraged me over the years to learn to let go of stuff that I feel obligated to keep or guilty about keeping. And don't feel guilty about keeping something. Don't look at something and just feel guilt that you have it, that you should be doing something with it, or that someone else wants you to keep it. Live in a place that makes you happy. And I hope that I can encourage you to go out there and do that today and declutter a little bit of your life. So if you like this video, please like it, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll have more cloth diapering stuff, more lifestyle stuff for you all, and have a great day. Bye.